See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. Hey, hey. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, 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 I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
I can tell you what it feels like when them problems kicking in. I call it real life. Now I'm feeling trapped. Who can I trust? Second guessing everything. Who can I love? I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever. I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
All black is the uniform. Soldier dead and gone, I'm forever pouring liquor for him. Try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for him. Came up out the struggle and maintained through the storm. Niggas dying for dead presidents, fucking up their residence. White man dirty tricks, they call that shit politics. Vagabonds, and they some natural born lunatics. That what they is. They shut you down when you speaking truth. It black boots when you in the truth. It black boots when you in the truth. This is the life that I chose, nigga.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, 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 I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
Messed up, no. Bad news, fit to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaselina like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper Free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. He ain't locked in with the count and when you speaking to me far. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the up the bands, bitch, like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we hold guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, told that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
For homicide detectives, the clock starts ticking. The moment they are called, their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours.
I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. You will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my daughters safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Sitting in that room, hear the interrogator's voice. They asking why I do it, I tell them I had no choice. Couldn't take a threat or a risk to my family, so throw the book at me, I take them charges happily. Ain't no need for no polygraphs or forensics. I put that fucker in a body bag, I'll admit it. Fuck a sentence or the jury that will convict me. They don't understand, it's my family, they represent me. So for them, I risk my freedom, roll the dice. I ain't got much more for you crackers, go ahead and give me life. You don't know what it's like for the people that you love. They ain't there to get salutes, they ain't there to give you hugs. The same that done pulled me from the dirt and from the mud is gone because of who? Y'all rather shed your blood. My brother's kids like my other kids. If you touch them, fuck around, get another bid, plus 10. Put me in the Supermax, I get super jacked, working out every day, canteen super stack, cool with that. Long as it mean my daughter's safe, my brother's winning, that's a chance I take. Still my fate. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. I got wives that done gave they all to stand beside me. Kids that can't see me fall, look at me proudly. Respected by men with honor up on their names. You harm one of them, I promise that you'll see pain. I'm one West train, made an oath to uphold it. Stood with my back against the wall, never folded. Grew up in the city where the love ain't brotherly. I ain't had too many friends, I ain't need the company. I'm my father's son, so I'm cool, just don't fuck with me. I say that you my homie, you're my brother, then you stuck with me. Never turn my back on mine, it's to the dirt. You cross them across that line, I end you first. What only make it worse is loyalty hard to find. Never think cause you out of sight, you out of mind. And I don't mind dying now, cause reincarnation got me coming back. Same scars in my heart aching. Be parlaying with killers from all places. Every last one of them for me a broad day shit. So what you think, I won't do it for them? Once they let me out the cell, shit, I do it again. It's for the family. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my people safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you, keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes, that's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, they got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. And can the streets need another anthem? I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swab in my whole life. My whole life.
Hey, Shalom, Israel, what's going on, man? Priest Captain Garhar here, standing with Officer Tabawan. We coming from Hollywood, California. Just off the BBC interview, letting everybody know that the ISUPK is going to take over, man. But check it out, this is what I want you to do, right? Command Junior Hunter just dropped a new YouTube channel. The most controversial man in America, man. Subscribe to his channel, America on Fire, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom. Hey, Shalom, Israel. Shalom, escucha.
Esté atento hoy a la negra vista a las 9 de la noche.
You heard it. La verdad. Shalom.
Real time, man, shit. Make sure you let these niggas know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on this motherfucker. Let these niggas know what time it is, you understand? We royalty, nigga.
King Ty, really one of the realest. I survived drive-bys from them killers. Like I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I said fine wine with them bitches. I'm spitting fire bombs in your city. I got like 8 or 9 niggas with me. And we all ready to die in a minute. One West, we the best in the business. I get offended, I fuck niggas fended. Talking they get it, but niggas is timid. Rappers is softer than linen. Catch me out parking lot pimping. What more could I give them? I've been the hottest forever. Why would I lie about cheddar? I could do better. I just put loyalty first. Royalty coming whenever. Pull off in the Jetta. Curvy, she on me, you sweater. My fault like wearing a sweater in summertime weather. Haters so salty, no pepper. You not that seasoned or clever. I'm with the rebel. Used to pump bass with the treble. Baking a cake in a kettle. I used to cook up the work. Now I just cook with the metal. Gotta keep foot to the pedal. Yeah, let me give it gas on the highway. Let the music blast on the calm day. Break the Glock down into 3 parts. Put the 3 together like my Najee. Sippin' like Bombay with my enclave. Got my mind made. Ain't no time waste. No. Eating prime steak with a fine date at a fine place. Getting violated.
Hey, listen. I already told these niggas. You understand? I call up King Ty. He say, what's up? I say, what's good, my lord? Listen, he like, listen. These niggas ain't ready for none of this. You understand? I said, listen, if the nigga ain't One West, he ain't got it on his arm or his chest. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas. We royalty, yeah.
I got the hammer, you running, man. Come through your window like rubber man. Snapping your neck like a rubber band. Talk to my dog like the sun is sense. He told me murder you rappers. Uppercut sending you vertical actors. Y'all got me coming with verbal attackers. I might attack you type physical too. So y'all be rhyming the way y'all be shining. I'm blinding these rappers like Mr. Magoo. These haters miserable, we indivisible. Look at these haters like they got no clue. No clue. They hold up ones and them W's. Really, bro, don't get too comfortable. If you ain't cut from the cloth, co-signed by the Boston, we do not fuck with you. Cause you wouldn't last here. I told you the same shit last year. Already told. Keep talking that trash, I have a car, come kick your ass in. Already know. Your jaw like glassware. We pull up, not rocking no mask there. Don't care if you spot us, you know how you got us. It's over, you saying your last prayer. Go ahead.
Jay-Z, you know the chop. Ayazahab. Badness no sad. Let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the Glock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket stay, boy. You must see one Baptist prayer. When the map stick raise that big straight. Shot misplaced. The key them in your head stop misbehaved. Crack his face. The key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this space. War with them bunny like plastic plate. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We no take drape up. We no take beat up, we no stay up. And when the next day come, we no change up. My heart them bad as them wake up. Take care boss boy, head top shake up. So tell a pussy hold down, violate us. No care where you status, where you take up. Every man a killer till miss a dead face up. Straight up, great stuff. One West link bigger than NATO. Man we bust it to NATO. Only man we afraid of, that are the creator, the maker. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15 and AR rounds. AR-15s and AR rounds. AR-15s and let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the Glock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket stay, boy. You must see one Baptist prayer. When the map stick raise that lick straight. Shot misplaced. The teeth them in your head stop misbehaved. Crack his face. The key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this space. War with them bunny like plastic plate. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds.
I got you.
Look. City eyes. It's time to Bogart. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation voltage will fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. A fiend's taste sweet, told him make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad. Telling me how the crackers turned his childhood to a ghost town. Poke a stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, so tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen profits under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a facility, precious cargo. Spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Hate me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yaradon, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
No listen to no fake news, them can't. Could hold it out and them never fake news. Notice say I just be a bad bitch I get forward from with you. But the one you have to good girl them lazy. She never did a features, I rate it. Never did a features, half naked. Me never did a piggy R ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She never did a features, half naked. Never did a features, R-rated. Me never did a piggy RBA things halfway, that's why me give her ratings. I know every girl I wife material. I know every girl forget the juice in my seed bag. I know every girl me trust to cook my food, nor boil my tea, not even put the milk in the cereal. Me like a catty when me dival. When we wash for cook for clean and no fuss. When she hear me get a new girl, I know that me mean when me say me fight me demons. Multiple wife legally, no illegal. Yeah, straight, me go crazy. I know every catty can be my first lady. I know every press plus, but he don't pay for plus. Tatiana no fit in a no Mercedes. When me say, oh luxury dolly for nurse baby. A trouble when luxury dolly turn old lady. So big up every girl when don't lazy. Your body big, but why your mommy don't hate it. I rate it. Never did a fi dress half naked. Me never did a fi give her be things halfway. That's why me give her ratings. She never did a fi dress half naked. Never did a fi dress R-rated. Me never did a fi give her be things halfway. That's why me give her ratings. She now wait pan money for reach her and donation. She make reach her man donation. 100 and run, but the waist gal a tell her fi leave her man, but she stay strong. She know say them are no friends, them are haters. Them sleep with every man in a the acre. Can't get nobody fi stay long and want the advice for relation. Baby no listen to no fake news. Them can't keep a man cause them never stay true. Could do hold it out and them never pay dues. Never shut them out and them wicked and cruel, eh? Bag a man a rush but them just a get yours. Everything them have them did a fear blows. Instagram live them nude for the views. Baby that I know you though. Sure, I rate it. Never did a pictures half naked. Me never did a piggy RBA things halfway. That's why me give her ratings. She never did a pictures half naked. Never did a pictures R-rated. Me never did a piggy RBA things halfway. That's why me give her ratings. One wish.
This a Batman tune. I promise you. This shit lit, cuz. This shit lit. Alright? Run that joint.
Niggas looking for the life. Me and my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days, nigga. You already know what it is. 140 for the rubber.
They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop ball. I die for, I let my colors fly, ball. For a nigga take me, they a drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop head. Say he cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did to Billy go rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they sing about that ribbon like Petty Poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbilly move. He made my life feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze on One West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet, that's my enemy. Little nigga, this that cult, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup, I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it'll never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the bitch. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. You PK bad man, I pin to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man. Shit, got the rate, the power. I been the showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard by. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that One West up, then I swerve out. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's One West practical, gladiator, maximal. Creep on them slow, but that Glock fire rapid. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no car, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out.
Thumb. Mshika thumb. Mshika thumb.
Good.
Doing too wild, sir.
Y'all sending the gifts over to Tel Aviv.
Send a card CD.
Damn.
that most I could give them.
Hey, give them some music.
Yeah.
Music help them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, fight through that pain.
Send a case of 211. We can sip on that. Yeah, man. We had to work that out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Gotta work that one out on their own. Because for sure, when it's time for us to, yeah, I mean, when we under pressure, they ain't nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? They extra quiet.
That's right.
So, yeah, I mean, Kazaki, you wanted to switch to the other one, or you good with this one?
I'm adjusting it right now, sir. Can you hear me, Twab?
I could hear you. Just let me know if you need me to switch.
Okay, God, sir. No, this one Twab right here, sir.
No sweat. So yeah, we holding down another night.
That's
one
right.
night closer. You know what I mean? Holding down for Command Junior, the hardest working man in Israel. Yeah, you was all over the media this week.
Yeah,
prophecies,
right?
That's being fulfilled before your face.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
I don't know what else to tell you, boy. You know, it's still time to jump on board.
Right.
Yeah, remember some years ago in DC, they had a brother used to come and stand listen to the camp. He used to stand and lean up right next to the Chinese arch when we was on the other side. And he would say, man, what you're saying is right. I just waiting for the revolution to start, then I'll join you all. I ain't seen them yet. You know what I mean? I don't know how much time you think you still have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's rough. It's rough out here right now.
Right.
It's absolutely rough. So we're gonna get into it a little bit tonight. You know what I mean? As usual, we rolling with the usual suspects. You know what I mean? Captain Nathak out of North Carolina. Captain Passover himself, Captain Cusack.
Right.
Yeah, we holding it down Durham, North Carolina, April 20th. We're gonna be rocking it out.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
We got Captain Kahan coming in from the south, deep, south, north, and all. It's not a north and south. He's from the south north. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Officer Kazak, you know what I mean, coming through the DC. Yeah, I mean, holding him down as usual. Rolling through. We're gonna be running through some of these stories tonight. And boy, I have another story, and this one not on the list, boy. But I've been saving this one for the minute I heard of it. From the minute I heard of it, it's crazy. It's an absolute crazy story. You know what I mean? Any way y'all wanted to start in particular?
We could start with the Native Indians and what they're doing on the land.
Yeah.
That tie into, you know what I mean? We could tie that into
with
what's
Palestine.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What number was that again? 8?
Let me see.
Yeah, I think it's number 8, I believe.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Kawakan, sir. We were not consulted. Native Americans fight lithium mine on site of 1865 massacre. Indigenous groups say huge project in northern Nevada threatens environmental, cultural, and historical destruction. The rugged and beautiful Thacker Pass in the desert mountains of northern Nevada has long been a sacred site for Native American tribes in the region. It has witnessed bloody and terrible history. On September 12, 1865, U.S. federal soldiers and the 1st Nevada Cavalry committed a massacre of Native Americans, the Numu, across Thacker Pass, named Pihi Muhu, Rotten Moon, in the Numu language. 30 to 50 Native Americans are believed to have been killed, including women and children. The pass is also the site of the largest known lithium deposit in the U.S. and one of the largest in the world. And Native people and their supporters say another tragedy is now unfolding there. A mining project on the site by Lithium Americas fast-tracked at the end of the Trump administration started construction earlier this year. For its proponents, the mine is an essential component for the U.S. shift to a greener future. For its critics,
Salakia Cap. If you don't mind, Cap. I just have one question for the audience. What's the difference between the Native Indians and the Palestinians?
Yep.
I'm gonna wait for you all to respond while Kazak, read some more into this story.
Right.
That the media is not bringing out right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You'll type your answers in the chat.
Right.
Type your answers in the chat as what Captain Nathak bringing out. Like what's the difference, between the U.S. government and the so-called Native Indian and the state of Israel,
right?
And the Palestinians on the Gaza Strip and the West Bank and then the Golan Heights,
right?
What's the difference? You know what I mean? Go ahead, Kazak.
Come on, sir. For its critics, the mine threatens irrevocable environmental and historical destruction to the area. All the people here on the reservation were not consulted when this mine was approved, said Doris Sam, a direct descendant of Ox Sam, one of 3 survivors of the Thacker Pass massacre. She is currently being sued by Lithium Americans, along with 6 other protesters of the project. Myself, as an Ox Sam descendant, it means a lot to me to know and watch from U.S. Highway 95 as the grounds become more and more desecrated. It's hard to see and hard to watch. The Reno Sparks Indian Colony and Summit Lake Paiute tribe are currently pushing to have the Thacker Pass region designated a site under the National Register of Historic Places.
Yeah, just on because so like Cap, you mind if I read some of the response?
Yeah, please.
So from Shapat Tayak, they allow Palestinians a free pass into America. Not quite. Principes, the use, they are God's chosen people. No. Palestinians and heathens and Native Indians are actually God-chosen people. Back here, 144. A little more than that. Difference is, that's who? Ahava, Yahweh. Difference is the world don't care for children of Israel. Kazak said it in there, in what he's reading. Other Muslims cares about the Palestinians and nobody cares about the Native Indians. No, not to Zagaba. Them other Muslims really don't care about them Palestinians. You know what I mean? Maybe the poor ones, not the ones in charge of the countries.
And listen, if I could, the poor ones don't even care.
Yeah.
We in Birmingham today, brother, and a Muslim draped in the damn Palestinian flag, 3 of them, want to fight because we slam Caesar Borgia on the floor. I mean, fully want to fight, brother. In the end, they will accept a white Caesar Borgia, but cannot believe he's a nigger.
Right.
Cannot. And I'm like, this man is the man dropping the bombs on you. You fighting me for this picture. They don't give a damn, man. They don't care. They don't care.
Yeah.
Salaki, if I may, sir. And what you just said, Cap, is exactly what happened last camp, where the Jewish cat that came up, I was telling them, like, okay, he said after speaking with you guys, he's like, I realized that you're not anti-Semitic, and he's like, what you guys are saying, he was like, it makes sense. But I was like, okay, so you mean to tell me at first glance you believe we were anti-Semitic? He's like, well, yeah, because I seen what you guys wear, and you have the shield on your necks and all that. So I said, so what about the rockets and Hamas? Are those rockets anti-Semitic? Like you find more fault in what these people here, for what we're doing here than what those people over there are doing. And like you said, so like they don't give a damn. Like they don't care. Like they equate the two as if they're the same. Like don't worry about anti-Semitism from what you think we're doing. Well, those rockets are so-called anti-Semitic.
Yep.
And that's why I was trying to explain to him, like, us believing we're the Jews is not anti-Semitic. So what you said is heavy.
And they really, their God really is the oppressor. Like
right.
They're very much brainwashed in, you wouldn't expect it. But
right.
their God is that white man first.
Yeah.
That's their God. What I mean? So okay, go ahead now, sir.
No, just looking at some others. I know if we'll get in my minutes. How much more you had to read again, Kazak, with that? Yeah,
we have a couple of paragraphs, sir.
I think General Q said electric batteries and cars are not that sexy. And it's the truth. That's what the lithium going to be used for.
Yeah,
and that's not so much of a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, the world, they're preparing for when the resources get cut off from the outside.
Yeah,
because everybody gonna be returning to their own.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know what I mean? Remember that conflict recently in Sudan, right? Them Sudanese had a ton of natural resources, and the two military fractions control everything.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they now gonna be tapping into all their home resources. You're gonna hear about all them oil fields that they locked down, opening back up, both onshore and offshore.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just the beginning. There's resources in America, but they ain't using it. They take in from everybody. That's what they've been using all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Soon that shit gonna change.
Yeah. No. To answer the question, you got to put this into perspective. If those were oppressors on that land instead of the Native Indians, what would have happened?
Right.
What would have happened? I don't know, Mashaka. Kahan and Kazak. We might have to get them in.
Listen, when you get them the answer, they're gonna be mad with themselves, man.
Yeah,
they're gonna be mad with themselves. Y'all get ready. Go put on some shoes, because you're gonna get ready to kick yourself. Go put on some good shoes. You're gonna kick yourself when Captain Nathak give you all that answer.
Yeah. Right. Because boy oh boy, and okay, and that's the reason why I would say most of us are feeling the Palestinians than feeling it for your brothers and sisters.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because what they're going through, we've been going through, and even worse.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
Even worse. One more try. Let me see who gonna get mad.
When you're done now, I would like to address Jimmy House. Jimmy House is homeless. He don't understand nothing.
Yeah. One more. I'm gonna have to get you all it because of time.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Palestinians are free people.
Mm-hmm.
If the Palestinians were in the Gadite situation, they would have done the same thing they did with Israel. They would have go to war because they're free men. The Native Indians are not free men. That's why Kazak read in there that they are on a site where they were massacred. Meaning what? That these people, the fear of the so-called oppressor was put in them.
Right.
So now they're not trying to fight. They're not even trying to, you know what I mean, Yes, that's it, Abaddon. We are slaves. You understand? And we are oppressed. And these, you know what I mean? And the oppressor, he has beaten us into a pulp that, you know what I mean, we don't know how to fight back. And we will not fight back. You understand? So therefore, you see them Native Indians having to protest like this. And before you know it, your oppressor is just going to move them off the land. And there will be no fighting them because Geronimo got killed trying to fight. Sitting Bull got killed. Their families were massacred. You understand? That is burnt into their history, into their minds, the way they were treated. Watch how this Native Indian is dressed. You know why he's in a shirt and a cowboy hat? Because he was beaten into having that on. They don't wear their normal garments no more. They don't do it unless it's a powwow or whatever, because they were oppressed and they are being oppressed. You understand? And that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the difference between us and them. They're free men. And a free man will fight back no matter if it means him dying.
Exactly.
You understand?
Listen, if I could pull Ezekiel 34:5.
Oh God.
And while again, that the Sean County is not the fact that you can't beat them, join them. That's not it. We just can't fight. There's no fight. What you're gonna do? You're going to go to war with the same people that massacre your people. That is what you call fear. There's a certain type of fear in a black man. Do you know? Okay, without that fear, right? Without that fear, brothers and sisters will be running in this school. Because black people, they know that they're being oppressed. You sit down and talk to a black person and they lay out their life, they know they're being oppressed. But it's the fear of going up against this oppressor.
It's a lot.
So go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Cat. I just want to say one thing. It's so heavy what you bring it out, because we are the poster child of oppression. Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. I was watching Al Jazeera a couple of days ago, and I can't find the clip, but they had a Palestinian, a person that was born an ethnic Palestinian, as they say, and he was talking about the oppression of the Palestinians. And as I'm listening to what he said, he ended up pulling the race card, but he was using our narrative. And he said these words. He told a reporter the difference between the Palestinians and the Jewish people we're a little bit more darker skinned than they are. And we don't have blonde hair. And the reporter said, "Oh, we have to go. We ran out of time." As I'm listening, he is using the narrative of us. Every nation will have to, their reference point for oppression is God's chosen people. They have to use, and even that Palestine, I look at that fist, that Palestinian fist on that flag. We need a cultural copyright on that fist. That fist belonged to the Black Panthers.
Yep.
Them Palestinians never had that, have no fist like that.
That's right.
That's our fist on their flag. That's our fist on their flag. And I'm waiting for DJ Khaled to come out. I'm waiting to hear "We the Best" on the Free Palestinian record that he's supposed to make with only Palestinians and not our people. Because I haven't heard a peep. I haven't heard him say "We the Best" or nothing.
That'll be a bomb tracker. That'd be a bomb ass tracker.
That's right. Right, put it on wax. So like, that's all I wanted to say, Captain. I thought
it was falling from the sky. We're the best.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If I could get Ezekiel 34:5, because what Captain Nathak was bringing out, it's the truth, and we are that way by nature. That's who we are. That's why the Lord calls us sheep.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, a sheep, you know, he got nothing to defend. He bite and run.
Yeah.
If he bite. You get the
Right.
point? That's who we are as a people. We're not that nation of people. That's why the Lord gave us something that we sorely lack as a people. Not in
Right.
here, but as a people. Go ahead.
Khan. Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 5. And they were scattered.
They were what?
They were scattered.
And they were what?
And they were scattered.
They were scattered. This is talking about the children of Israel. We scattered. Imagine the Native Indians in America, where the so-called Negro is, where the Mexican is, where the Puerto Rican is, where the West Indian is. And somehow we are not together. The Hamas start the war, get bombed, and every Muslim everywhere is flying a Palestinian flag. We scattered, though. We scattered. Go ahead.
Because there is no shepherd.
Because what?
Because there is no shepherd.
There's no what?
There is no shepherd.
There's no shepherd, man. There is no shepherd. But one is the Commander General of the Israelite School, or UPK, who is pulling the Native Indians in, pulling the Mexicans in, pulling the West Indians in, pulling the so-called Negro in, pulling the Puerto Ricans in, the Brazilians, pulling together from on the ground. But there's no, other than that, there is no shepherd.
Right?
We don't have that shepherd. We don't have that one person who answers for us all. Who answers everything, who can make calls to here, there, and everywhere and answer for us all. Go ahead.
Khan. And they became meat to all the beasts of the field.
That's why we are in the situation we are. That the Palestinians become meat to the so-called Israeli man, not to everybody. I can't go and move Palestinians off their land.
Right.
The Sudanese, the Southern Sudan and Northern Sudan, they meet to each other, not to everybody. The East Indians, they meet to Britain, not to everybody.
Right.
But we are meat. You read it again?
Khan. And they became meat to all the beasts of the field.
To some of the beasts.
To all the beasts.
Just the top beasts.
To all the beasts of the field.
To all the beasts of the field. Who are the beasts of the field? The other nations.
Right.
The other nations are the beasts of the field. We are his sheep, and they all come to make meat of us.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Khan. When they became scattered.
When they became what?
When they were scattered.
When they were scattered, not when they was together.
Right.
You understand? Not when they was together. When we together, they ain't able to make meat of us, because together would be under a shepherd.
Right.
But we scattered, brother. We scattered, worshiping the great wind and the totem pole. And what's the one? Machu Picchu.
Right.
And
the Thunderbird.
And the Caesar Borgia and the Thunderbird and the rock, the cobblestone. We scattered. And because we scattered, we are meat to everybody.
Yes,
right.
sir.
I remember the general said it long ago, brother. Whichever God you serve, you also serve the people of that God.
That's right.
Whichever God you decide to serve, you become a slave to the people of that God.
Right.
And that's how we become meat to everybody. That's how we become scattered, because we don't have that one shepherd, man. We don't have that shepherd who is like, hey, you can't touch them people. You can't do none of that. We don't have that thing. And the more we remain scattered, is the more we become food.
Right. And you that's so heavy also too, because for real, the brothers and sisters who are into this Christianity, you can clearly see that they're siding with Israel and America.
That's
the
right.
ones who is Muslims, they're siding with the Palestinians, which lets you know, what you're saying is, on point.
That's it. That's it. You can't have a horse in this race if you care about your people.
Yeah.
Right.
If you absolutely care about your people, you would view the Palestinians and the so-called Israeli man, just like they would view the Bloods and the Crips, or the GDs and MS-13. What do they say? Let them destroy themselves.
Yeah.
It's less it's better for the community.
Yeah.
All right, then that's my view.
It's a lot.
Let them get it on. Go ahead, Cap.
Now, what you're saying is so right, because when you look at that war, that most in the geopolitical world, most would consider that a unilateral issue, because they want a two-state solution. But like when you look at the Bible, ours is a multilateral issue, because every beast of the field, meaning we at war on all fronts.
Yeah.
We at war, and listen, not only at war at all fronts, but at war at all fronts and in all categories. Imagine that.
And Slacky Khan, all countries too. Go ahead.
Water. The Bible say that what nation hadn't parted our land. And remember that Israel is a people before a place. So if we talking about natural resources, and then not only that, exploitation of our people, in essence, when we talk about, it's just ironic that it's a lithium batteries, that we are what powers this empire. The irony of this whole situation, this irony of this story, is that we is what charge. America don't run off Dunkin' Donuts. It runs off of us. Because it is, they call it the melting pot. In the Bible called Egypt the iron furnace. Like these things here, it gets deep, man.
Right.
Nobody can argue with the UPK and our scholarship, because the authenticity is right before you. For those who want to get mad with Commander General Yohana, once again, send hate mail and things like that. Because a lot of our people are starting to see that now with these evangelical Christians. Now, these evangelical Christians, when they come to us protesting, they tell us to stop and be peaceful and be nonviolent. Well, I got news for you, nonviolent Negroes. A boycott can't stop this war. They're telling, they saying that Israel has a right to defend themselves. Well, I'll be down. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that a people have the right to defend themselves when they attack, but you just had an issue. Shout out to ISUPK Birmingham, Alabama. They just went down there today. Shout out to them, Officer Taza Ide, Officer Nashar, and all the rest of the brothers down there. Lahagan, Picard, all the rest of the brothers. There's a brother that got shot named Stephen Perkins by a police officer. And we went down there. And they saw that shield of David. And they had to realize that our war ain't in Gaza. That the ghetto is the Gaza Strip. We more concerned about the Gaza in Jamaica and in all of the South America and so forth. That's our fight. That's our war.
Right.
You understand? So I just wanted to bring that point out. It's so heavy that they want to put us. Just look at Christianity, and both of them claiming Abraham, and not now one of them they saying they backed by the law to defend their nation. Both of them claiming Abraham.
Yeah.
So like, I just wanted to bring that point out for those who might have missed that online. That's getting mad with the UPK.
That's right.
Yep. Al-Wapania, Rock.
Yabashmir Shabakathum. What's going on, Warriors? How y'all doing? Hey, if I could, Kahuntham Yard, Captain Kahuntham Yard. I think you just dropped the line of the millennium, brother. When you said our war, our Gaza Strip. Oh man, our Gaza Strip is in the streets of Bed-Stuy.
Yes, sir.
Our Gaza Strip is in East LA.
That's right. That's right.
I swear that. Oh man, you hit it dead on the head. You know what I'm saying? Our Gaza Strip is down there in Birmingham, like you mentioned. That's our Gaza Strip. Our Gaza Strip is in the ghettos of Trinidad and Jamaica.
That's
You understand? And in Chicago,
right,
and New York, and and Newark, New Jersey, Philly.
That's it.
You know what I mean? That's our Gaza Strip. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And we ain't draw the first attack.
Mm-mm.
We ain't draw the first attack on that strip.
Right.
Yes, sir.
We the victims on that attack. That got to be the line of the year.
The water compliments to you, sir.
Oh, man.
Sir.
That's right.
It's good to see all y'all. Mashak, I know we got Mashak up in the middle of the goddamn.
Yes, sir.
Mashak all the way over there in London. Shout out to you. I know we got you up late night, Salakia.
We'll say, guys, this is wild. You
know what I'm saying? Like our battle is not their battle. This battle, they both claiming Abraham. This is a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a beautiful thing. I'm a little disappointed that the Palestinians didn't hold up their end of what they said they was gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought both sides was gonna get it on.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't know what this is.
Hmm.
This sounds like somebody set them up to get destroyed.
Somebody back exactly. Somebody tell them go and back out.
Salaki General, you might be so right, sir. Salaki, sir. Because what this said is this, that Israel created Hamas. They created Hamas to fight the PPL or whatever you call them.
Man, you kidding me?
Nah, sir. They created Hamas to fight. So what they did was they created two factions to fight against each other. So they could build and get stronger while they kill and destroy each other, basically. So you could be right with somebody set them up. Somebody say, yo, attack at this time, and now Israel bombing the piss out of them and they're gonna take them wherever land the bomb and the car put the houses on, Israel taking it.
Yeah.
If I could, sir, the support for Netanyahu was waning before this war happened. They were trying to oust Netanyahu, and they was charging him. Yes, sir.
They was charging him. They was trying to oust them for passing that law where they could supersede the Knesset. You right. That's a heavy point.
And now he got unbridled support now in that land. Now they was getting ready to oust him. So I noticed that, sir.
Yeah, you right. You right. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like the Palestinians got played again. Sound like they got played again. You know what I mean? Like somebody about to snatch their hope right from under them.
Yeah.
Somebody must have promised to come to their aid. And did not. Now, the only thing to give me some insight that it might be some legitimacy is the fact that the U.S. sent that carrier group so early.
Right.
That was a lot of firepower they sent over there so fast.
Yep.
Cut on one come. Right in the Mediterranean.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
it might still ramp up.
Huh?
I say it might still ramp up.
It'd be nice. I mean, if you gonna go against the strongest superpower in the Middle East,
right?
If you gonna go against them, the scriptures say no man go off to war unless he count the cost.
Right.
What the hell were they thinking? You know what I'm saying? And they did it so dirty. Okay, if any of the footage is right, that was pretty dirty of them the way they went up in there, man. Snatching them women, putting them on scooters.
Yeah.
Doing all of that. That was pretty dirty.
But and so like yesterday, I think they said they cut some baby's head off too, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, they say it was brutal.
Like whoever sent them in there sent them in there and told them to be extra vicious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you go up in there and do all of that. I'm trying to understand what did you know what you was doing? Were you know what I mean? Or are you a pawn in the game?
Right.
That's right.
Right.
And if they a pawn in the game, it's about to backfire. Because the Lord is definitely going to use this opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they bombing Gaza now into the Stone Age. Gaza look like Ukraine.
Yeah,
that's right.
Gaza look like the South Bronx in '73.
Yeah.
Bombing. Go ahead, Oxalaki.
And it's so heavy because they saying Lebanon now. They saying it's starting to be some skirmishes by Lebanon, and I remember what's that guy name in Syria? Assad. That's his tribes people. When they was trying to overthrow him in Syria and Russia was backing him, he was bringing in his tribesmen from Lebanon.
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. They was coming in because them his tribes people. Somehow his tribe, his ethnic tribe people is from Lebanon. So they strong man.
Wow.
So like you said, John, them chess pieces on the board, the Lord is moving these chess pieces at a phenomenal rate. And it's changing the dynamic of the war because these proxies, gonna have to get more involved. They're gonna have to, it's so heavy. The UPK brings so much out, man. And it's something I learned in the UPK that's just so heavy is if someone keep reaching, they're gonna eventually show their hand.
Yeah.
And that's what's getting ready to happen in this war. It's kind of, the lines are kind of blurred now, but as they keep reaching, you're gonna eventually see their hand.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see their true colors, because that's what war revealed. Sir. I yield.
Right. And a lot of people around the world want to know, whether or not this is gonna all go down now. It's looking now like a little skirmish. You know what I'm saying? It was looking lightweight compared to what it should be looking like. You know what I mean? If they was really making a showing. Right. But it sounded like they got played.
Yeah. Yeah, the leader of Hamas, he ain't, if it go like as you say, he ain't really think about it. They just move kind of like on emotion. It's almost like they just lash out. They tired of getting bullied because them Israelis kicking the doors the last time during the Ramadan in April, I think this year, kicking the doors and arrest people in the middle of their so-called holy month in that Al-Aqsa temple. Before where there was
I heard about that. So during their holy month, they ran up in the temple, didn't they?
They ran up in the temple. They kicking the doors, tear gas, take the women out, arrest their people, and they violate them on their holy day. So that's why they hit them on their holy day back.
I got you.
You know what I mean? They waited on that thing.
Yeah, I know. So too, they did the same thing. The settlers in Israel, they went and burned the houses of settlers for the Palestinians. They killed their women, kids, same way too. The civilians in Israel. They're always fighting for, for territory. They ain't bring, the news ain't bringing that out, that their people, that Israel people did the same thing to the Palestinians, to their wives and their kids. They kicked in their doors, burned their houses down, and they're not even bringing that out.
They ain't mentioned.
No, to them it's like the Palestinians just decide. I mean, the Hamas just decide one day to be brutal.
And I just got in that the Israelis bombed the airport in Aleppo.
Yeah,
right on the border of Aleppo, Syria.
The two major airports in Syria, the bomb.
They just bombed them?
No, they bombed them like 2 days into the war.
Ain't that so?
2 days into the war, they bombed that.
So that's what's really going on there. So they didn't even, while they supposed to be going after the Palestinians, they really went up there and bombed Syria.
Yeah.
Oh, now that's good news.
Yeah.
That means they getting ready to expand this war.
It's a lot. If
Go
I
ahead,
could,
Cap.
they was talk on the news. They was talking about they had a vote in the UN, and I think it was, I forgot. America said America had a different vote than Russia or something like that, and they were saying, I think Putin is blaming the U.S. for this war.
Mm-hmm.
Like they starting to point the fingers, and it's crazy because it's starting to spill over in other countries like America. Like they just today at Drexel University in Philly, a Jewish dorm room got set on fire. Like they going in front of these in Drexel University, sir.
Damn, that's right up the block from me.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, they saying it happened. I'm sorry, they said it happened Tuesday. I'm sorry. At Drexel University. So these things are starting to spill over into America. So everybody picking a side and going in front of these embassies and so forth. So it's starting to. That's what they worried about. That it's going. Biden is trying to do damage control right now and trying to keep this from becoming a I guess
a global war.
Right.
Third
war.
That's right. Because Salakia said they're trying to bring Iran into it too, because the rockets that say Hamas using is coming from Iran, and they say the rockets on them they're using now have longer range, so they could go further into Israel. So they could be using this as a pretext also to suck Iran in, because they're scared that if Iran get the hand on a nuclear bomb, you understand?
That's the big fear.
Yeah. So really and truly, it could be to suck Iran in and to really go hit Iran. That's why all them Arab countries, they ain't trying to, you know what I mean? They tiptoeing before they even try to go in. You understand? And help
with the exception of Lebanon and Syria, because they was firing into Israel too. Just after Hamas, they said Lebanon and Syria was firing into that top part with that Golan Heights is. Firing rockets back too. So it's damn like Israel they're gonna just go to war with everybody.
Yep.
Over it.
And it's heavy you brought that point out. Now I thought that this is definitely the possibility that they wanted this because here they obviously all are looking at the fact that they got to come into the Third World War. They know it's coming. They see what's going on with China. They see what's going on with Russia and Ukraine, China and Taiwan. They know it's coming. So it's looking very much like they're taking this opportunity to go in there and draw Iran in and bring them down before they get too powerful, and the balance of power over oil continues to stays equal. If they can take Iran down, Saudi Arabia is going to be the king of the Middle East. Who knows if that was part of their deal? That took a lot for the Saudi Arabians to deal with normal relations with Israel. I wonder if in the back room they said, look, we can have normal relations. You got to go in there and take out Iran. Which you need to take out anyway, because they about to get that nuke on you.
Yeah.
So it could have been that way. Who's working the chat? Whoever's working the chat, y'all jump in the chat. Let's get some questions, some points. Everybody jump in the chat. Is Kazak, you handling the chat? Or Mashak, you handling it?
No, I had it, so.
Oh, you got it, Mashak?
Come on, sir.
Okay.
So I can say, no, I was going to mention also too that Iran is a major player in the Ukraine war also too with Russia. Iran is, I believe, making some bombs for them, and making the drones. They're using a ton of Iran drones them suicide drones in Syria.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they get to take out Iran. They could weaken Russia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could, you know what I mean? They could like get grip hold of the Middle East once Iran out the picture.
Oh, it's over. If they could, that's 75 million. What? How many people over there? 75 million. It's like 75 million people over there in that Persian Empire over there. You're right. If they could get them, big shout out to Mawasar. Big shout out to Mawasar, warrior indeed. Up in the chat room, said they playing pity fat, man. You know what I mean? Abba the Bawan, Bonyum. Did I get that right? I ain't gonna mess up your name. He said the Gaza Strip is about to become a landing strip. Hell. Deshaun said, if this spreads over to the Middle East and Iran, then it's World War III. I'm assuming you mean it's World War III. You know what I mean? Like, you right. Like, this thing go that way, boy. You know, Mawasa also said, I thought Muslims was all about jihad. And Mawasa, that's a good point you brought up.
Yeah.
That I can add to, that I could put out here to the brothers that I know they're gonna jump on, and that is, now you better know the God you worship now.
That's right.
You better know what God you worshiping, because the God you worshiping is the God you about to fight for. You understand? That's the God you worshiping. If you worshiping a Christian God, get ready. You're gonna be on the next aircraft carrier.
That's right.
If you worshiping the God of the Arabs, get ready, because you're gonna be called to battle. And let me tell you something. I'm doing a lecture, as y'all know, end of November, right? In Houston, Texas. And it's about how they're using pornography to destroy the zeal of black men and Latino men and Native Indian men. They're using it as a tool. And I'm sidebarring for a second because I'm gonna come right back to it in this metaphor. And one of the tools, one of the abilities that they've been able to do with that pornography and the video games is going to be a hell of a brunch lecture, man. Saturday after the Thanksgiving in Houston is going to be smoking.
That's right.
So what I was going to say is that what helped them use those tools against us was the fact that you had to, at one time, you had to get in your car at night, usually. You had to go down to a strip where prostitutes were at. You had to watch out for the cops so that you didn't get busted in a sting operation. And then you had to buy a prostitute. She had to get in your car, go around the corner. You had to go do your business with that prostitute. Then you bring her back, drop her off, and pay her cash. You had to worry about her robbing you and all that. Guess what? Now, they just popped the phone open. I mean, they made it so damn easy for you to do that. And I said that to say, here's what I really mean when I say you better know and understand the God that you worshiping, because you're going to be battling in the city that you live in. They're going to export this war the same way they exported that pornography. You ain't going to have to go to the strip no more. You ain't going to have to go to the Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip is coming to your dorm room, like you brought out. The Gaza Strip is going right where you are. They burn that dorm room up. It's probably thousands of incidents on both sides that we don't know anything about.
That's right.
It's probably thousands of incidents of them where people are doing stuff. They said in New York City, they had to call out riot cops to stand between the Palestinians and the Israelis in downtown New York. I know y'all heard about that. In downtown New York, brother, they was on both sides of the street, yelling and screaming back and forth at each other in counter protest. They had to come out there with the stormtroopers, man, and stand between them to make sure that both sides didn't come across to each other. And so eventually it's going there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll be so it'll be just like they said. You know, don't necessarily have to get on a plane. Like when they was having that other war, remember ISIS was trying to recruit people from the U.S. and England to come over there to the Middle East.
Yeah.
Those days get ready to be over with.
Yeah.
It's going to be a mess on the planet, according to the biblical prophecies in Ezra 15th chapter, when he said, a man shall seek to go in the city and shall not be able.
Right.
It's going to be that way in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
In a minute, certain parts of Brooklyn, if you not one of them, you ain't going to be allowed in.
Yeah.
They already told the mayor during the COVID, the mayor said, man, y'all got to put a mask on. They said, you come down here and make us put a mask on. They said that to the mayor.
That's right.
They told the mayor, kiss they behind. They ain't wearing no mask. You understand? In New York City, in Brooklyn.
Right.
And the mayor did nothing but halfway apologize.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? When it's like the scripture said, when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction, I yield.
Right. You know, what you're saying is so right too, because even here in England, they had a whole they upped the police presence everywhere, because you know them Arabs and Pakistanis is all over the place, and they're bracing for these little flashpoints. Like somewhere in Sheffield, some Arab climb up on top of this government building, because the British government say they're flying the Israeli flag in solidarity. Climb up there, tear the flag down, and flew the Palestinian flag. So much, I think Tuesday this week, they say flying the Palestinian flag could be viewed as a hate crime.
Damn!
In England. That's what they said. It could be viewed as a hate crime, because now they're looking at, you know, all the Arabs they don't let in and what they will do. And also Tuesday, if I could show you this happened Tuesday or Monday. This was right after 2 days after they bombed when Hamas first dropped the bombs. This was a fire in Luton Airport. Luton Airport is right outside of London. This is the whole parking lot top floor caught on fire and collapsed. They say a diesel car started it. Now diesel doesn't burn.
Mm-hmm. You got to compress diesel to ignite.
Exactly. Diesel, you could put a lit match in diesel. That shit would not catch.
That's right.
It's like thick oil.
Yeah,
exactly. And they saying this happened like that. Now this is the same day of the fire. They say a diesel car. Usually you don't hear what caused the fire till at least, you know, a little bit after, when the firemen do the investigation. But the whole top floor burned and collapses. Hundreds of cars destroyed 2 days after Hamas. They saying is the car because they don't want the copycat. They don't want shit to start popping up all over. But this is a airport in Luton. They say how much thousands of people were stranded because nothing could go off the ground, nothing could land. They freeze everything because of how big the damn fire was.
Wow. And can I add something else to you?
Council.
They said the Louvre Museum, the Versailles Palace, was evacuated, and then France went on red alert.
Damn. See?
You know what I'm saying? I knew France was gonna have to chill, because they got enough. They damn near co-parenting over there. Damn near.
That's right.
It's damn near 2 countries over there already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they show you that the French must be desperate to have babies. Like they probably ain't having children, which is why they need people to keep that country running. And the and the downside of that is they had to bring in all their enemies.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they said they on red alert. So now I think I'm seeing a bigger picture here now. They all must know that there's a plan in place to step into Syria and possibly step into Iran.
Right.
Palestinians was just a stepping stone.
Right.
I yield.
Yeah.
Salaki, if I may too, sir.
Go ahead,
Salaki, Commander General, that class you taught on Wednesday was so heavy, sir, and you said something in the class that we watched happen. You said, don't be surprised when you see in these cities, like if the Palestinians can't get to the Israelis over there, they'll carry out like different acts of violence or protests in other cities. Well, in DC and vice versa, in DC Friday, the Jewish community in mass came out to Freedom Plaza and pretty much like did like a protest, but it was almost like the reporters are saying it was like a response. It was what's the word they use? Almost like to intimidate, like we're here and we're in number and we intend to, like, you know, stand behind our brothers over there in the actual land. So like you said, sir, you said that Wednesday, and that happened Friday in DC. Like the tensions is like this is going to carry outside of the Middle East, like you said, sir. So I just thought that was heavy that you brought that out, and then it happened 2 days later in DC, and it's going to get worse. They're going to start to get violent with each other.
Most times, right? Damn right. And you know, that's heavy what you bringing out, and you ain't seeing this so-called Jew get to his real self.
Right.
he about to get to his real self. That's and right. Brother, it is not going to be a pretty picture. When this cat really get the crack-a-lacking, oh, it's gonna be ugly.
Right.
In these different cities. You know what I mean? They already mobilizing in these cities. You know, they usually operate in a pattern on the Sabbath. Well, they switched it up. Now they switching up a lot of the way they moving around these cities because they understand the danger that they dealing with now. You know what I'm saying? And so you're right. It's gonna get crazy on both sides. It's gonna be imported to everybody's city. You know what I'm saying? That's because right. Like the Lord said, man, you know, armies and armies in the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They all being drawn in. You know what I'm saying? Jehoshaphat, I was going over this with Officer Marab. You know, Jehoshaphat came into Kidron and saw all the nations around them. And then he gathered all the armies of Israel together, man, in that valley and said, man, we're gonna do these cats in around us. We're gonna have our nation. And they agreed and they got down with Jehoshaphat to do that. That's why they named it the Valley of Jehoshaphat. And it's ironic because that's exactly what's going on now. While all the nations are being drawn into that zone, you understand, to stand with Israel, and it's going to cost dearly.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like I said, this is the worst kind of war to be in. A war with this level of high technology.
Yeah,
it is the worst kind of war to be in.
That's
because
right.
This high technology, they think this high technology means, that they can distance themselves from the war with drones and stuff like that, and that may be true. But it also means that your enemies, who may be much smaller, you've given them great capability to do things that they otherwise could not do.
Right.
Because they had to get up close and personal. And Iranians is masters at them drones.
Yeah.
I yield.
Salaki, sir. It's just so heavy what you brought out about the technology and how that the war is going to be imported now.
Mm-hmm.
These different zones. It's like the Lord is giving you a Uber Eats or he going to Uber you a war right to you because we in the time of convenience.
Right.
Like, you know how Amazon come to your door and say you got a package, like, you're going to get Amazon Prime the war now. Like, it's so heavy. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? So, so lucky.
They're going to import it with one of them electric vans.
It's the water, sir. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, the Lord said there's an appointed day for destruction. So it's almost like a delivery, special delivery. So it's coming, and like you said, it's imported, and the technology changes the whole spectrum because now the intelligence level is at a whole different level now. We got hackers now. You got a digital warfare. You got they releasing videos on TikTok. They have to take down I'm trying to save some of them. They taking them down within 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So they
showing them down like that.
Jim, they got cameras over there in Israel and Palestine they uploading the stuff to TikTok and these different social media platforms. So the intel is made more open to the public now.
Yeah, you got all kind of apps.
Right, all kind of apps, all kind of telecommunications, all kind of things that you can now communicate with, and that right there changes the whole battleground. Like you saying, the war is being imported now, and it's coming to your doorstep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just heavy. You brought that out. That's how we know. Like that, once again, shout out to you, Command Junior Hanna, for giving us that insight and foresight as a prophet of the Lord. And ISUPK for all our brothers and sisters out there, and those who abroad who listening. Because I want to say this: a lot of these Christians now, they starting to get nervous now, because see, now we in the Book of Revelation, and now they trying to explain this war. And you know what I come to find out? They starting to intersect with us. They starting to get into these scripts. They say, hold on now. Well, that sounds like the Hebrew Israelites. Well, because you know the truth you can't escape. Yeah. If you're gonna be with truth, you can't change the narrative.
You cannot change the narrative.
They stuck, General.
Listen, oh man. Listen, you on fire tonight, Hebrew. Because listen, what you saying is so heavy. Like the one thing that they used to clown us about on the corner, all we doing is reading scriptures, yada, yada, yada. One thing that they realize now is that we got answers that they absolutely need. And as they digging in, they can't help but say, what do the Hebrews got to say about it? You understand? I was on Sarnetta's TV last night. Big shout out to Sarnetta TV. I was on Sarnetta TV. And as I was skimming through the clips, I saw a clip where Sarnetta was checking somebody from the council, from the conscious community. He was telling them, he was like, look, man, you cannot mess with them Hebrews in their book. Don't, he said, if you're going to battle them, don't battle them in their book. Because you can't mess with them in their book. And he was so right. And like you bringing out, Kahan, the Christians are now realizing, and they churches is bleeding out bad.
Yeah.
The churches are bleeding out ridiculous. They trying to bring them back. Yeah. But it's real hard to bring them back once they done found out you a charlatan. Once they found out you can't heal anybody. Right. Once they found out you been just blowing smoke up they behind the whole damn time and ain't giving them no answers. And then now when they coming about these answers about this war in the Middle East, you ain't got no answers for.
Right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like for every brother that stood on that street corner and every sister that put a fork full of food in their mouth to keep that brother going, I salute you, man. I salute you for the great work that you did. Because now in the distress, people want answers. And boy, oh boy, you know, I forced Israel, like I was taught, to get into this book, man, and watch. It may not have looked back then like we had a real strategy on how to help and fix Blacks, Latino, and Native Indians, but it is becoming apparent right now.
And Salaki, sir.
If I could, Salaki, I'm gonna come to you right now because I got to give the example.
Come on.
And the perfect example of that is that dumbass basketball player. I forget this idiot's name.
Stoudemire.
Amari
Stoudemire.
Right. If he's a perfect example of a dumbass clown who don't have the knowledge out the book. So he on the wrong side of history the wrong side of his own people and made an enemy of his own people and gonna join a man whom the Lord has prophesied he gonna wipe off the face of the earth. He said a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. You can't get around that. This knowledge, brother, this knowledge is gold, man. Whatever you paying to go to Harvard, man, pay us double.
That's right.
That's right.
You come sit in them classes, that's him right there.
Oh,
you got to be one of the dumbest Negroes on the face of the planet Earth.
Right.
You understand? God, can I drop? Oh, go ahead, Nathak. After Nathak, man, I'm gonna drop some of these messages. They dropping heavy messages in the chat room.
General, what you're saying is so heavy, sir. Because I don't know if you remember that brother that took the black Israelites to Israel back in the 60s.
Yeah, Benjamin Carter.
I believe, sir. From what I hear, sir, I had to verify it. They're kicking them brothers and sisters out. They're telling them to get out of Israel.
Oh, let me add to it. A portion of them, they allowed them to get citizenship. The young ones and their children able to get citizenship. But guess what? With that citizenship, you have mandatory 2 years military service.
Right.
So right now, as we speak, brothers and sisters who are descendants from the brothers and sisters in the 60s, who were touting themselves as the chosen people and bringing, remember they had Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston come out there, and everybody came out there in the land, you know, giving them praise, supporting them financially, and all of that. And guess what? Now, the worst horrible nightmare you could ever have. You got to now put on that green uniform, and you got to get in the ranks with the so-called Jew that got your identity, and you're speaking your language, sitting in your land, and you got to share sea rations with him in a foxhole while fighting the Arabs, while your people are half of them being kicked out the country, and the other half is being drawn into military service. If you ain't in hell right now, then you are in hell, and you just don't even know it. It is the last place on earth. I thank the Lord for the brothers that came before me, that they brought these brothers together, and these brothers told us, no, you're not to go over there. You understand? Because them brothers and sisters got machine guns in their hand right now. God, in the very empire that God is prophesied, he would wipe off the map in the Third World War.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, please, it's a sad day.
That's right.
That's a sad day for you if you on that. So lock in. Please finish.
No, that was just to, you know what I mean, just to reiterate the fact that, you know what I mean, to WADA, you know what I mean, to you and the journalists for holding on this truth and really guiding Israel, you know what I mean, with that Bible and with the Spirit of the Lord.
So like, if I can piggyback off what Captain Doc saying, now because this issue is on the forefront of everything, even black issues now, these black groups, they have to realize that we are the authority on these issues. Right. That the ISUPK, if you're gonna talk about anything Israel or anything in the Middle East now about war, our perspective, the perspective that we give, which is the Lord's perspective, should be at the forefront.
It's so should. You right. Give it up. You right. Right now it's time to listen to them brothers standing on the corner. You understand, holding it down, because they skin in the game ain't personal on either side.
Exactly.
They're gonna give it to you straight up out the prophecies of the Lord, and you got to go on and deal with it now. You know what I mean? Just like you brought out earlier, I'm ready for a t-shirt, man. That's a t-shirt right there. Our Gaza Strip is in the streets of Brooklyn. Our Gaza Strip is in the streets of Chicago. That's our Gaza Strip. You know what I'm saying? And we've been in that Gaza Strip 400 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know where they coming from with it. Somebody else jumping in? Or you want me to go ahead? Go ahead, Salaki.
If I make some general, Salaki, sir.
Please, go ahead,
Now, I was going to say, sir, what you said is so heavy, and you're so right. On TikTok, I always go on TikTok lives and panels, and you know, just go in there and do the breakdowns that we learned from you, sir. And you know, I've had viral videos before and a good reception, but I recently did a video about Israel and Palestine, sir. And I'm telling you, I'm going in these comments, and I'm going to look at the different pages who's commenting, and it's Christian pastors. It's mainly Christians who are like, we need a part 2. If they asking questions like, I never had this type of reception before. Like I got 2,300 followers within 2 days from that video, sir. Because like you're saying, everybody's looking for the answer. And like the Christians, they're not getting told the truth. And I just simply broke down one of the breakdowns we learn from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here, it's like, it ain't no, you know, it's a regular breakdown. But to the world, I get to see like, wow, this wisdom has always been here. Because everybody now is like, we need a part 2. We need a part 2. People hit me up in the direct messages, the inbox. It was like, okay, I got this question. So what does this mean? What does this happen? It's like, you get to see now what you always been saying, what we've been saying in the UPK is true. You can believe what we're saying, sir. And just the water for you to hold it down.
Oh, most time Christ, like what you saying is heavy out. Like now, they really now, like what Kahan was bringing out too. Now the Christians leaning in.
Yeah.
Now it's like, wait a minute, what is this talking about?
That's
they
right.
know we know because they know we've been breaking it down in front of them.
That's right.
So they know we know.
General,
They willing to hear it and listen, and that's a beautiful precursor to what is going to happen in the near future. In the near future, they're going to really want to hear what we're saying by the tens of thousands because it's going to mean their lives. You go listening to this dumbass Stuttermeyer, whatever his name is, you go listen to him and you're going to get yourself killed. Like he's a big dummy. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to get people slaughtered for a nation who is already oppressing people. I don't even get it. How you going to tell me I'm wrong for not supporting a people who's oppressing another people when my people been oppressed right here?
That's right.
When we going? I'm not saying join the Palestinians. The Palestinians on their own, and they got plenty of help.
That's right.
Country all over the world trying to help them. Man.
That's right.
Everybody got plenty of help. Ain't nobody helped us when we up under this oppression 400 years.
That's right.
Everybody told us to pull our pants up, go get a job, go back to school, take care of your kids.
That's right.
And say yes, sir, no, sir, when the cops come and pull you over.
That's it.
That's what we was told.
That's it.
Ain't nobody say, yo, let's go help the blacks in America, man, for what they've been going through for 400 years.
That's right.
And I didn't get a chance to bring this out. I'm going to bring this out Monday. Do you know that the president, I believe the president of Ghana, I could be wrong, stood up in the UN and told the UN that they got to give him reparations for the black people that was taken from Ghana in slavery when it was his forefathers selling us 400 years ago.
Right.
And then he had reparations, not for us, reparations for Ghana, for us being in slavery.
That's crazy.
We want to get paid. We sold those niggas over there to you. We want to get paid for selling them niggas over there to you.
Yes, sir.
You understand? People all over the world are fighting to get free, and you telling us we supposed to support another oppressor? You're going to get people killed for nothing. Go ahead. I yield.
So like, General, if I could, General,
please.
What you saying is nuclear. Because, you know, the Bible says, without a vision, the people perish. And these pastors now, they can't now go in these churches and say, you got to just pray about it. They can't like now, because the people are listening to the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? Yours truly, Commander General Yohana. They're listening to the ISUPK. They typing in, if you type in Israel and Gaza, anything with Israel and Gaza, it's trending now. You hashtagging it on the UPK, and we showing up. We showing up and giving the breakdown blow by blow and showing them the prophecies that's supposed to happen. And they pastors don't have a clue on what, they don't even understand the geopolitical spectrum. They don't understand as we say, the universal practical knowledge, how it's practical to our lives today, what's happening. So with these different things, it's moving at light speed and they can't explain it. But the things, the things that the UPK said, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, 1 West, is light years ahead. They got to catch up now. They got to play catch up now.
Yeah.
They thought we were slow, but now they got to play catch up.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
and
like
listen, if they had some humility, they'd pick up the phone and they'd invite us up on the pulpit.
That's
right.
And they're gonna have to eventually, because the congregation gonna eventually say, go out there and get one of them Hebrews off that street so they can come on in here and explain to us what the hell is going on in the earth right now.
That's right.
That's what's getting ready to happen.
That's right.
Can I read a couple verses, man? Can I read a couple verses? Don't take off them fringes and studs. You ain't got to train. You ain't got to put on no suit to go up in there. They're going to take you just, they're going to discover that scripture, come as you are. like while you on the street, you need to get a job. You need to take off them clothes and put on, a suit so you can be respected. Believe me, they taking the fringes, the studs, the boots, everything. To get this knowledge, and they should thank the Lord for this occupation.
That's
the
right.
greatest job on the face of this earth,
That's
and the most honorable one you could ever have. You couldn't have a more honorable gig than this, man. Cause get me 18:1, man. Revelations, please.
Come on, sir.
Few verses, y'all.
And Salakia, sir, you're going into Revelation, and pastors scared to go into Revelation.
Remember that?
That's right. That's right.
They have four. You see, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. That's the Christian church.
Right.
Outside of that,
they done.
Nothing. They're done.
Yep.
Too much morality in the rest, and too much prophecy on the end beyond that. They don't have they didn't have no answers when COVID hit.
Right.
They shut down when COVID hit. They didn't know what to do.
Right.
Some pastors were scared to death up in their mansions. You know what I'm saying? And came back to nothing. Let me run a couple if I could. Go ahead, because 18 we're gonna go down.
Come on, sir. Revelation chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven.
And John the Revelator, man, sitting on the island of Patmos, and the Lord gave him this amazing vision and showed him this future like he do with all his prophets, like he said he would do. Right. You understand? And he said, he saw this angel come down from heaven. I could imagine what that must have looked like. Go ahead.
Kawakan, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
And the whole earth was lightened with his glory. That's how much power he came down with. Go ahead.
Kawakan, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen.
That's America. This empire is fallen, man.
That's right.
We're watching the fall of the empires of this world. Not just one country, but empires.
Right.
The empire of Esau is fallen. Right. The empire of Ishmael, the Arab world, is fallen. The empire of the Orientals are being drawn in. Moab and Ammon and all his fellows. Their empire is being drawn in so that they could fall. The empire of the Hamites. You see what's going on over there? The Hamites are being drawn in. The African countries, they stirring up for war. They stirring up to go back and forth. They shunning their leaders, running coups. Look at the Sudan. Look at Niger. Running coups over their leadership. Defying the slave master. Cutting off of his oil. Cutting off his resources going to Europe. France and them countries, they scared to death at getting them resources cut off. They know eventually they got to go in there. And here's why they don't want to go in there. Because Putin already said, I'll give an AK-47, I'll give a Kalashnikov to anybody that want one in Africa. You understand? He give one. You know that they got that weapon by the billions, damn near.
Yeah.
So he said, I'll give anybody one. So if those European countries go in, when they go in, that means they done started a proxy skirmish with a superpower like Russia. You understand? So that's a bad thing. Go ahead.
Kawakan. And it's become the habitation of devils.
And a habitation of devils is a habitation of wicked, evil men.
Right.
A habitation of evil, wicked men that hate the Most High. That's full of philosophies other than the Most High. Yeah, see that? That's a problem for them European countries. That's a major problem. Go ahead.
Kawakan. And the hold of every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Every false philosophy has been in this empire, man.
Right.
Now you finding out your religions and philosophies were all lies. They had no water, no weight, no vision, no ability, nothing. You finding out that it's nothing but crap. You've been following a stupid religion.
Right.
You've been following a ridiculous identity. And now you finding out you so wrong. Once again, like this clown Stuttermeyer, he finding out the hard way that he been following a whole nother man's philosophy and fell in love with another man and hates his own.
Right.
Like you a basketball player, do you know if he had said that to white Christians, man? Could you have imagined if he had said that to white Christians? Even if he had said it to Muslims. If he had said it to Muslims, F you for not supporting the state of Israel. If he had said it to Chinese, Japanese, if he had said it to the Hawaiians, if he had said it to some specific South American country or African country, the backlash would have been enormous. The NBA would have been suspending him. They'd have been like he's in violation of his contract. Go ahead.
Right, they would have dropped all kind of endorsements, everything.
Yes.
But he did it to us. And look, gentlemen, we clashed with that Negro some years back. He said some other inflammatory things towards us, and we told that nigga on Twitter to stay out the paint. He done fouled out. That Negro done fouled out. So we told him to stay out the paint. You know what I'm saying? We ball hogging right now. We ball hogging this thing. So like,
if I could just say, like as you saying, like we the only people they get to abuse, because remember when LeBron said something, they told him shut up and dribble.
That's right.
Nobody telling this dude shut up and dribble.
Nobody telling
him he ignorant basketballer. Nobody saying none of that shit. Like we free for the war is between the Israelis and the Palestinians, but somehow we had to get checked for the shit.
Yeah.
Right. Somehow we gotta be the evil one.
Right.
In all this. Something that got nothing to do with us. An oppressor's slaves is fighting against their oppressor. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. They came in there in 1945, took over the place. 48 established themselves as a country, been oppressing these people ever since.
Yep.
Ain't got nothing to do with us.
That's right.
You understand? I watched one of the government officials. Matter of fact, I think he was an ex-president, and he said we tried to have peace with them. He said we tried to make sure they had everything they need. We tried to make sure they had what they need to form a government. We tried to make sure they had what they need to, as far as food and infrastructure. We tried to give them plenty of jobs in Israel, and look at the result. Look what we got. But here's what he didn't understand. He didn't understand that don't no man that want to be free want you to provide for them those things. They want to provide it for themselves. He was so proud of himself when he was talking about how they did so much for these Palestinians and made so many ways for them to make money and to get jobs and to feed their families and to build their infrastructure and all that. And meanwhile, he ain't never saying, you know, they did this for themselves, or we gave them the room to build themselves this way. He ain't never mentioned it. The way he talked about them was like his children or something that he had mercy on. And only a person that's been in captivity could understand. You understand how foul that is. The rest of the world probably watched it and said, see, they was very nice to them.
Right.
They treated them very, very well.
Right.
But only a man that loved the Most High and read these scriptures and know what it means to be free, because he learned it from the scriptures. That's why this Bible gonna get banned after a while. Because this Bible is like Christ said, know the truth and the truth will make you free. This Bible gives you an opportunity to look into a world you do not live in. The world you live in is just like somebody at home on a stormy night, but they're in the comfort of their home drinking hot chocolate in the front of the fireplace and reading a good book. As you reading a good book, you get to escape the fact that it's a storm outside. Right. Instead, you can read this book and kind of live within that book. Well, guess what? The Bible's the same way. It's the greatest story ever told, and you get to escape the world you're in. And then you get to get that new mind. You get to know the truth, and you get to understand, wait a minute, the world I'm living in is not right. This is not how life is supposed to go. Life is not supposed to be like this. Everything happening to blacks and Latinos and Native Indians is not their fault. And they are not supposed to be living this life. This is a life that was created for them by their oppressors, man. And Christ's return means the end of it. And anybody that's oppressed should seek that instead of seeking, you know, the victory of another oppressor on the other side of the world that doesn't have a damn thing to do with us.
That's right.
Salaki, General, can I say one thing, General?
Please.
I don't think the listening audience heard. I mean, what you just said was, I mean, is nuclear, because once again the conversation of freedom has arose. And they caught themselves, they put themselves in a catch-22, because they're telling black people, the Palestinians, they're telling the people who've been in exile for their land for over thousands of years and been in slavery for over 400 years, to tell us to say, you have to support the Palestinians because they need to be, and I quote, the word free. Like that, they're telling us to support them because they are not free. They're telling Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people that we have to show solidarity because they are not free. So now, now they can't escape that because, well, hold up, we're not free. See, they put themselves. See, they didn't. I don't know if they PR people really understood what they were saying when they wanted to contact us and try to speak to us on the street about who we should pledge allegiance to when it comes to freedom. Because that word freedom, like you said, General, the Bible gives the definition of the word freedom in so many different scriptures. And they don't want to touch that. And even like you said, even the part about being able to feed yourself, there's a show, a series on I forgot what channel it was, called Yellowstone, where it's dealing with the Native American Indians.
Oh man,
and man, General, there's a scene on there where they are not able to hunt on their land, but they're able to do something like a ceremonial hunt where they have an old man go shoot one buffalo, and the chief told the sheriff or the people, I think it was the sheriff, they were out there on horses, and the sheriff had to watch him while he only shoot one buffalo. And the Indian chief, the Gadite chief, told the sheriff, "Look what you have reduced us to."
Wow.
He said, "Look what you," meaning he able to eat, but only under the supervision of the state.
Imagine that.
Like, it's so, General, what you saying, that's why I implore everybody out there to pay tithes and support Commander General Yohanan UPK, because you have given us the foresight as well as the insight of what we are under in this oppression. I just wanted to say that part, General. So like,
Most High in Christ, the water cap. That's what's up. That's you dead on right with it.
And Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Cap.
Brothers or sisters better not come up to us and tell us to forget about slavery now.
That's right.
They cannot come out and tell us to forget about slavery.
That's deep.
You know what I mean? Because you turn on the news right now. You understand? They say there's this Palestinian that's in the in Israel parliament, and he was trying to tell the Israelis and them, yo, let's stop killing. You know what I mean? Let's come to some, you know what I mean, some common ground here. Let's stop, you know what I mean, stop killing these Palestinians. And you should see how much of them was in an uproar against him and telling him, you know what I mean, in their language, nah, they had to die. These people have to, you know what I mean? Like they want revenge.
Yes.
And free men want revenge. The Palestinians are free. They wanted revenge for what the Israeli did to their people. The Israeli are free because they want revenge for what the Palestinians, the Hamas did to them.
Right.
Wait, what you want? You just want to sit with what? With the oppressor? You don't want
Right.
freedom? You don't want freedom.
So like Cap.
If I could not, if I could just get in here 1 second, God, both of them would not allow us to be free.
That's right.
I've seen it firsthand at the camp in Birmingham, where this group of Palestinians come up draped in the flag, and they would not allow us to bang Caesar Borgia on the floor. They say that's their prophet Isa, and we cannot bang him on the floor. And they start to battle us not over the rockets flying into Gaza, but they're battling us over the color of Christ. So much they don't accept him being black. It was a problem with him being black. They would accept the white Christ, and they was ready. They was like, this is their country. You can't disrespect them. And they was fighting over that. And all it boiled down to is black men can't stand up and be as free as them.
That's
right. We could join them. We could support them. We could say, pray for Palestine or pray for Israel. But we could never dare say, pray for the slaves who this damn oppressor murder and lynch and rape. That was a problem. I mean, it was a huge problem.
Wow. Big shout out to you, Mashak. Big shout out to all the brothers out there in England, man. Big shout out to all of y'all, man.
That's right.
That's crazy.
That's right.
Crazy and true. Salakia, go ahead. Let me know if you want me to finish this script. Go ahead.
I ain't mean to cut you off, General Salakia, sir.
No, that's all right. That's all right. You was gonna say something before I finish?
Yes, I just want to say, even on the level of reporters, they bench some Arab reporters that work for high-profile news area, MSNBC. They won't even let Arabs go in there. Now, camera is a camera, but they don't want an Arab holding the camera in the Israeli state or on the ground. They don't even want the Arab to hold a camera.
So even though he a straight up MSNBC reporter, they don't want him even holding the camera.
They consider him still shooting.
Yeah,
he's shooting a video.
They want him to shoot that shot.
They didn't want him shooting nothing.
Salakia, hey, Cap, I guess war is in the eye of the beholder. I guess if that's what you gonna say now. Salakia, I yield.
Finish that, Kazak.
Kawakan, sir. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
All the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And what is the wine of her wrath? Christianity, man. Right. Christianity is that wine that they have drunken of. They have drunken that wine down, and that wine has dragged their nations into captivity underneath Esau. And now they're going to all get called into this war. And the Lord is telling us to not be a part of it. Keep going, Kazak.
Kawakan. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Right. They willing to drink that Roman Catholicism. You understand, that Christianity, and they'll drink with it and join with it, even though they got a different God and a different religion and a different belief. But they've drunken of that wine of the wrath the wine of the fornication of these gods. We're not to do that, man. We're not to worship some other God. Huh?
That's right.
We're to worship the God of Israel written of in this Bible, a black man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Kawakan. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Right. You just come up and say, well, we believe in love for all people. You take on that Catholic vibe and that Catholic Christianity, and brother, they open up the doors for you to do business and to be part of them and to go back and forth. But if you say my people are oppressed and I want my people with me, not oppressed under you, then there's a problem. Right. There's a problem with that. Go ahead.
Kawakan, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
And that's what the Lord wants out of us. The Lord want us to come up out of her, man.
Right.
To get away. Now's the time to put down Christianity. Now's the time to put down Islam. Now's the time to put down all these religions that have drawn us in to these other nations. Like you said, Mashak, they talk a good game. But the minute you come out there and say Jesus is black, whoa. Don't you assert yourself, Negro.
That's it.
Don't you assert yourself and say you got a God too. They standing on their God with their flag up against another God with their flag. But don't you come and say, oh, wait a minute now. I got a God too. He's a nigga.
That's it.
Not no white man.
Constant.
Oh, no, nigga, you back up. And now all of a sudden they got respect for the host country. You marching and protesting and a flag all over you. But the minute a black man come along and say, wait a minute, I want to protest too. I want to say Jesus is black. Oh, nigga, hold up. You got to respect them country.
Yeah.
You got to respect the country.
Right.
Salakia.
You got to respect the country. All of a sudden, they got respect now. And dignity and all that. Because like you said, without turning to the Lord, you are destined to be a slave.
That's it.
In some way, shape, or form. They are very, very well-fed slaves. They are very, very well-fed slaves. When we left up out of Egypt with Moses, Dathan was a governor, man. You know, he had a whole province he was over. He was super powerful and thought that he was going to come out there in the wilderness and be super powerful over the people there.
Right.
The Most High swallowed his ass up in that desert, never to be seen again.
That's right.
For that very same reason. So what you saying around there is so heavy and right. You know what I'm saying?
So, Kansa and Salakia, sir. Yeah, I do a little bit of math, right? So you know what I mean. So 1 + 1 is 2, right?
You're right.
So now, what Captain Mashak was saying there is so heavy too, sir, because if he is saying that Christ is black, that means we have a right to that land too.
That's right. Yep.
That would mean we have a right to that land too. And
That's right.
know the two of them that fighting, that land does not belong
to them.
So they will forever be fighting for that land.
That's right.
The both people trying to claim it is not theirs.
That's right.
But now if you're sure Christ is black, then we have a play in that land, and that land is black people owned because Christ is who to look at as being a prophet.
Right.
And that's right.
Yeah.
And listen, that pisses everybody off because if Christ is black, that automatically means neither one of them have the right to rule that land. That means you got to put a black man in charge.
Right.
Oh, I got to throw this one at y'all. Marquise Bankroll in the chat room said Norcross, Georgia pastor sparked online controversy with a sermon on slavery justification. They still putting this out. You understand? Still putting it out. Big shout out to you. You understand? They still saying slavery was justified, which is why a nation got to be free. Like this whole idea of all nations coming together is such an evil idea, even though it seems so noble. It seems so noble because that would make sense. Everybody come together, everybody be equal, everybody work together. The problem is God is smarter than dumbass man. And he know that everybody coming together is not going to mean everybody going to be equal. It's going to mean one group is going to dominate over other groups, and the people that's under that group are going to be oppressed. That's exactly what's been going on in the earth, which is why the Lord chose a people to be over the earth, because then they'll govern all the other nations and the Lord will govern them.
Right.
So then the earth will be in its proper order, like it was set up to be. And that person is not Esau, obviously. And it's surely not the Arabs either.
Come. Yeah.
John, if I could, that part too, that Kazak they asking Kazak to do on the TikTok, he need to tell them, go here and pay your tithes if you want part 2. Right? They don't want to get that whole story and take it back to their church. Let them drop some tithes if they want part 2.
You know, man.
Damn right.
That's right.
I can't pronounce this person's name, but I'm gonna give it a shout out. Avichiel Aswan Israel. I hope I got you right. He says Stoudemire is defending the people who say that we are subhuman, but above monkeys because we have a human form. Somebody bounced a basketball off his head too many times. Like a true statement. You know what I'm saying? That's a true statement.
Right.
And brother, listen, there's films. I don't know if they're still on YouTube, but they got films on YouTube that show you how they treated the Ethiopians after they brought them over there. Brother, they treated the Ethiopians like garbage. Told them get out their country. They stink. Now remember, now these are supposed to be descendants of Jews. They brought them back to Israel based on the what do they call it? The law of return. Where if you're a descendant of the Jews, you can go back to Israel and become a citizen or a dual citizen. And they decided these Ethiopians, which are not Jews, they decided they were Jews, brought them back to Israel, and then treated them like hell. Treated them worse than you would treat blacks in America in the 60s. Right after they brought them into the country. There's plenty of tapes on. So don't tell me we supposed to support that. I feel sorry for the brothers and sisters that's stuck in there. The ones that getting deported, they better thank the Lord they're getting deported.
That's right.
They getting deported back to the U.S. I hope they're getting deported back to the U.S. because ain't no guarantee the U.S. will take them. But if they get deported back to the U.S., they should thank the Lord because they're going to make it back to their own people. They're going to have some culture shock. They're going to be some, a learning curve, but at least they back among their people. And once again, that's why we were taught so well by the slave master not to love our people because loving our people meant we would come together. And they didn't want that. They want the Stoudemires to do all the talking. They don't want us loving each other, caring for each other. They don't want us looking at our people like a people that need to be taken care of, watched over, protected, built up, strengthened. They don't want that. They don't want that at all. I yield.
Salaka, sir. And it's so heavy. Like Mar Stoudemire, he gonna say something about that it's the only place he can go to get kosher food is in Israel or something like that. Like you gonna sell us out over food, over kosher food? Like even Christ said, it's not what goes in a man's belly that defiles him, is what comes out. And what came out of his mouth defiled him, and he had turned on his people because we didn't show some solidarity with the Israelis, man.
Amazing.
Over kosher food. That proves that you a slave.
If I could,
and it ain't kosher.
Right.
Because a Hebrew priest didn't pray over.
That's what I was just about to say, sir. Like in his mind, a white man has to touch it to make it clean. Black people making food according to God's law, that is not kosher. But some rabbi who's a moil who would put a baby's rod in his mouth after the circumcision, he touching the food, that makes it clean. Like the Christianity, there's such a brainwashing on our people. We can't accept nothing coming from us no more.
Yeah.
Right.
We can't.
And Salaki, even if you show him it in a book, you know what I mean? Because there's tons of book out there. There's books out there that tell you that these so-called Jewish people, they insure the boats for slavery. There are books out there. You can go do the research. It tells you that they insure the boats that put us in slavery. You show black people that, and they'll still be like, well, that was in the past.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
He wouldn't care. He would say there was kosher boats.
Yeah.
He would say the boats was kosher, the wood was kosher. They wouldn't care. They people like that, they will look at their own like we're so foul, and they would be amazed and stand in awe at everything the heathen does. Every single thing the heathen does. There's no so-called Israeli or Jewish basketball player or professional sports player that would defect from their culture and their community and go and become a black Christian in the South and turn around and open his mouth and wag his finger at the Jewish man in Israel. That would never happen. That would never ever happen.
You listen. You so right. Like what a brainwashed state you have to be in. And once again, y'all brought it out so right earlier. You could only do this to black people, Latinos, and Native Indians. You could take a dump on them, and nothing happens. And that's the only reason that punk said what he said.
Right.
He's a punk to say that, because you can say that to black people. You can't say that to no other nation. Go tell the Filipinos or somebody that F you for not supporting the state of Israel. Go tell them that. Man, they'll light you all the way up on social media. You understand? Mawasar, got to give my main man, Mawasar, big shout to Mawasar Yahawada out there in Atlanta, Georgia. Let me give you one more point he brought out, which is heavy. He said the pale man took out most precious treasures. Took our most precious treasures. The Bible and our nationality is worth more than gold, silver, and the riches of billionaires. Big shout out to you,
That's
damn right, Like having our culture and identity is worth billions to us.
That's
It's
right.
good. It's the whole reason other nations have been able to step on top of us. Wait a minute, Kazak, get me that scripture where the Lord said, this knowledge shall be your wisdom before the nations. You know the one I'm talking about? Please get that scripture for everybody, man. Con, go ahead, Cat.
And it's so crazy. He went at us and didn't even go at the Palestinians. Like he said F us. He skipped over the Palestinians. Israelis killing the Palestinians. He didn't say F the Palestinians.
Oh my
He
God!
targeted us.
I didn't even catch it.
And General, you know what's so heavy? Like if he would have said that, them heads of state would have made him retract that statement.
Yes,
they would have made, because them heads of state in those different regions, they have power. What they say have major geopolitical implications in that area. He skipped over the Palestinians and said F us. I mean, it's mind blowing.
Right.
Like I yield.
And Salaki, sir. F Amari Sotomayor for not standing with the Native Indians.
That's right.
F him for not standing with the Mexicans that is on the border right now with the kids.
That's
right. F him for not standing with black people.
That's right.
Damn right.
That's right.
All the F bombs. You know what I mean?
That's right.
F him. You know, all them basketball players that want to stand with, that want to choose a side, but black people and Hispanics and Native Indians.
That's right. Because now, in fact, that's the only place we could go get tacos and arroz con pollo and curry goat. Since you want to love kosher food, I'm selling you out for tacos, nigga. F you.
That's right. And a curry goat.
And a curry goat.
God. Yo, man. Like I'm sticking with who stuck with us in the hood.
Right.
Don't tell me about no Latinos and no West Indians, man. They were the ones was in the hood in oppression with us.
Right.
I don't know about these people over here.
Right.
I don't know nothing about them. Because I finished that script. Finish the first one in Revelations. You finished fourth verse? Finish fourth verse and then give me that scripture I just asked for, please.
Khan, sir. Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Now's the time to come out of them stupid religions we've been in our whole life. Go ahead.
Khan, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
That ye be not partakers of her sins. And I want to know something else. Where's all the black leaders coming out against him?
Right.
He just cursed out the entire black community. And where's the black leaders cursing him out?
Right.
Why they ain't making points about it? Go ahead, Op. Like anybody could say anything about us, and we believe. That's why we don't say nothing. We don't say nothing because we believe that the nonsense.
Right.
They talk about us like dirt. We believe it.
Yep.
You understand? We believe it. That's why we don't speak up against it, man. Black leaders is supposed to they supposed to be dragging that nigga everywhere through the mud.
That's right.
Go ahead, Op. Finish that.
Khan, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Yeah, we receive none of the plagues that they receiving right now.
Right.
Them plagues getting ready to spill all over the earth. War and everything that comes with it. Go ahead.
Kawakan, sir. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
You see that? That's our wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nation. Like Mawasar said, this book is worth everything to us. This is worth billions to us, because like Moses said, this is our wisdom in the sight of the other nations. Without this, the other nations are eating us alive.
Right.
But having the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High, it separates us from the nations and gives us our distinction and our wisdom and our understanding, and strengthens us before them, which is how it should be.
That's right.
You understand?
And Salaki said, this could kind of remind, if black people, really, come together like that, sir. It go remind me of that story with Gideon, right? When Gideon take them soldiers and the Lord tell him, now you're taking too much.
Right.
And then when he went, the heathens were just fighting each other. You understand what I'm saying? Black people, you sit back and watch them fight each other and just weaken each other. Just sit back. Because Esau did that to the Native Indians. Esau did that to black people. That's why our Crips, the Bloods, whatever we have out there, is him creating it to separate us, keep us divided. And the number one gang they have to keep us divided is that Christianity. You understand? That dividing black people, Hispanics and Native Indians. You can imagine Hispanics, their number one religion is what? Is Catholic, or you could call it Christianity.
Beat into them.
You understand? But that's still separating them from Christians here in America, from Catholics here in America, all over the place. This lets you know what I mean, that he is the one that really dividing the whole entire earth with the pretense of bringing it together, while he gobbly holds the whole joint up with his people. You understand?
So right.
You know what I mean?
Scripture said, through peace he shall destroy many.
That's right.
That's so true. You know what I mean? Shapat the Wok said he's surprised he ain't bleached his skin.
You didn't get a kick, so
make his skin kosher.
That's right. That's right.
Shock, man, get us up out of here, man.
hey, Captain Shock. Hey, Cap. He put the sin in synagogue. I read on that nigga all night. I damn near want to find out what synagogue he goes to and read on that nigga all day, all night. They're gonna have to blow the Rams home to stop me from sitting there.
Man.
And let me tell you something. Here's what's so sad about it. Like, he's sitting in that synagogue with all them so-called white Jews, right? And as a slave, he got to perform. Like, he can't just be another one of them sitting in there he giving them enough money. He a ball player. You know, he's making the synagogue rich.
Right.
You think the money he giving is enough. He just come to synagogue and that's it. That ain't enough. You still a slave. You got to go out there and say something to black people. You gotta go take a dump on your people for our people. You go out there and take a dump on your people so that our people feel totally loved. And whoever ain't loving us will feel totally wrong for not loving us. He is a piece of garbage.
That's right, sir. That's right, sir. And they're gonna turn on him and throw him out soon enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He might get thrown after everybody else who ain't got the money. But they're gonna turn on him soon enough.
Yeah. True that.
So Yeah, man. So to Wada again for coming on tonight, sir, for sure. I appreciate it. I pray for more bombs dropping by next week Monday. I want to hear a new bomb drop somewhere, somehow. Somebody fall asleep and push the button. Somebody spill coffee and try to mop up the coffee, hit the button. They can't call it back. Yeah, we're waiting for that thing, man. For everybody listening, don't forget the Passover, April 20th, Durham, North Carolina. We're going to do it up big down there. Do it up big down there. We had a blast last time. We're going to do it even bigger this year. Y'all, put it together. Don't forget Commander Johanna in Houston. But I think California at the end of this month. Yeah. At the end of this month, West Coast Cookout, then Houston in the end of November. Commander Johanna, big lecture. That weekend of Thanksgiving. Make sure and get down there to Houston, man. It's going to be, it's going to be amazing. Keep paying your tithes. ISUPK.com. Go ahead and drop that 10% in, man. Go and fund this thing, man. If you can't be on the front line, you could fund the front line. You know what I mean? He said, let your money work if you can't work, man. Get this thing in. You know what I mean? So like you said, anything else you wanted to say, sir?
No, I think that's it, man. Join us Monday night, 9 p.m. We do it up live right back here on this same very channel, man. I want to thank all the captains, man, for jumping in, man. Y'all doing an amazing podcast, man. Strong as it could possibly be, man. Holding it down. I'm jumping on all podcasts. So if anybody else in the UPK got a podcast, want me to come on any podcast at all, man, I'm running podcasts for the next couple of weeks, man, right on up to the election. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know about it, man. So hit me up, man. Hit me up on Messenger or hit me up, on the gram. The gram I'm not as good on, but on Messenger I'm good on. Hit me up, man. Let me know, man. I'll come jump on your podcast, man. We talk about more of this. We should get this out to everybody we can, man. What's going on in the Middle East and what's going to spread around the world and the future of our people and how we need to come together for the Lord. The water.
That's it.
Aloha Pania, Rock. Yabashima
Shabrakathum. To what argument?
To what?
That's it.
This a Batman too. I promise you, this shit lit, cuz. This shit lit. Alright? Run that joint.
Niggas looking for the light. Me and my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days, nigga. Already know what it is. 140 for the rubber.
They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog. You with us or not? We can get it on when it's on. It don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy. You on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop ball. I die for, I let my colors fly, ball. For a nigga take me, they a drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop pig. Say he cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did to Billy go rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they say about that ribbon like petty poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbilly move. He made my life feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze on One West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet. That's my enemy. Little nigga, this that cult, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup. I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the bitch. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. You PK bad man, I pin to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man. Shit at the rate, the power, I been a showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard about. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that one west up, then I swerve out. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's one West practical, gladiator, maximal. Creep on them slow, but that Glock fire rapid. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no car, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog. You with us or not? We can get it all when it's on. It don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy. You on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out.